evening, Munchkins and viewers alike. It's me, Munchie. Today's introduction video to the rescue is a surrender intake through a mutual contact. Now, these guys have been in my care for some time now. It has been almost a month since I've had them. I want to say it's probably been at least 3 weeks now. Yeah, sounds about right, 3 weeks. But these guys are a very special, rare occasion, different species of animal that we take in. So as you all know, I rescue hamsters, gerbils, and mice. And I don't really dab in the bigger small animals such as rats, rabbits, guinea pigs, ferrets, chinchillas, hedgehogs, sugar gliders, degus, what else is there? Oh gosh, I always make this really long list. Iguanas. Anyways, I don't really get into the bigger small mammals. I usually cater to the small mammals, the smallest of the small mammals, because there's not really rescues around here that actually care to them. They care to the bigger, larger small mammals, but just not to the tiniest of tiniest. They don't really understand their care. And so I've actually been partnering with a lot of rescues around here that they have been sending people to me, referrals, and that's why I've been getting a bunch of surrender intakes, but this one in particular is through mutual contact. And I said to myself, you know what, once in a blue moon, this species of animal is a-okay, because I loved taking care of them when I used to work at a pet store. And they are guinea pigs. Yes, we have Butters and Rumble, the guinea pigs, the two sisters that are paired together. Now, what I talk about in today's video might be different from what you hear on Instagram, because I always post these videos up way too late, but you can find updates on Instagram about anything relevant and recent. I am just talking to you guys about what I know at this time of making this video, which by the time this goes up, there might be new information out there. I am going to tell you about Butters and Butters' condition and problems and what I just recently discovered last night that has me now concerned. But let's start off with why and how did I get them. Now this is through a mutual contact. I'm not gonna say more than that just because it is mutual. So this is somebody we know. Their care wasn't too bad. There's things that they could have done differently, but for the most part, this individual did let us know that it was his ex-girlfriend's guinea pigs, and when they did break up, she left them in his care, and he just tried taking care of them for as long as he could because he knew it was his responsibility. But he wanted them going to a good home because in the future they were going to be moving, and he thought that this might not be good to take them along, especially since he did not want to take care of them anymore. They were not his to begin with, pretty much. So he was looking for a while and posted on rehoming sites. He said that when he was taking in applications, a lot of them were really not that great. And so he does have some admiration for what I do, which is having to deal with both the good applicants and the not so great applicants that try to inquire at a rescue. And when we get a not so great applicant, we try our best to let them know about updated and proper care, and they either take it one of two ways. They update and improve, they go quiet and start ghosting, or they just flat out insult you because they feel like they need to defend themselves and their care is completely fine and we're a bunch of bull crap. So there's that. But this person just was like, thank you for taking them. Oh, I hope, you can find homes for them. I understand that, you are not their home, but you are a temporary home where you will give them shelter, food, water, and care. Now, when we got Butters into the rescue, I had no pictures of them. I think I saw a picture of them at like one glance when I first was told about them, but after that, I didn't really see their cage. I didn't see anything else. So when I got their cage, it was an extra large living world cage. Now, this cage is as big as, say, a Midwest, especially since the fleece diameters when you go to buy fleece padding for them, if you're going that route, because you could also provide them with pine shavings that are kiln dried, which is great for rescues when rescues take on guinea pigs, or just foster homes that use pine if they don't have fleece that they can constantly be reusing. This is as big as the Midwest, but it could be a little bit bigger. The pan kind of cuts off some areas. But anyways, I had made a temporary CNC cage, even though it's not the wires, it is the style of it. It is a shelving unit that I had actually made into a playpen for the hamsters in my care, and I had just put it around the pan of the extra large living royal cage, and that is what they're currently in right now. I could have gone the route of a 2x3 CNC or a 2x4 CNC. Rescues can do the bare minimum and be absolutely okay, and I have actually asked a few other rescues asking, hey, is this all right? Is that okay? And they give me the thumbs up. It's better than putting guinea pigs in a bin, which I have actually heard from guinea pig owners and also from a past rescue, and it's just not appropriate to put them literally in a bin. It's just the air circulation for guinea pigs. It's just, you need them to have that open top area. A bin is just so, it can be very humid for them, especially since they're big, large mammals, and hearing that they are being put in 200 quart bins, I don't see it. It's not enough room for them. I just, no. So that's what they're currently in right now. They're currently in what I made them, which I'm very proud of, but I do need to get some coroplast because I am not going to be keeping the pan around. I actually want it to fill out all the way because there is a little bit of wiggle room, like I said. But anyways, I got them. I got the cage. Unfortunately, that pan is so filthy too. That's another reason. For whatever reason, Living World had grids at the bottom of it instead of having it being a flat, smooth surface. And you know what happens when you have bedding that sticks to those grids? They don't come off. It is hard. It cakes on. So having a smooth, flat surface where you could just sweep it up, it makes it so much easier. Whatever reason, they have grids at the bottom. It's awful. I tried my best to scrub it as best as I can. Some of it is just so caked on. So I had to use what I could and work with what I could and make it as clean as I could humanly possibly do. But they came with the pine kiln dried shavings, which is safe. I know in the past I said that, you know, they're not safe. I just don't care if it's kiln dry. Kiln dry is supposed to make it so that they're not toxic. Cedar is still toxic, but pine that's kiln dried is not. And people have said, why do you say it like this? I have not said the full thing, and I probably should. I just abbreviate by saying, yeah, no, I don't like pine. Pine is bad, but I don't go into it because, you know, people say I do this a lot, and you know, it's true. Kiln dried pine is supposed to be fine. I just try to avoid it. But there is aspen shavings that you can also use, but for guinea pigs, their paddings, they're going to be walking on this all the time, and aspen is just kind of a more dense, more sharper of a wood. It's not as soft of a wood is what I'm trying to get at here. Aspen doesn't smell as bad as pine, and that's why I'm like a little bit iffy, especially since I have hamsters in the room and they could probably smell it. But we do have a really strong air purifier, and I've been using the air purifier to purify the air in that room to make it safe for everybody. So they did not come with anything. They didn't come with hides. Thankfully, I had a few hides that they could actually fit inside of. I had the chinchilla hides from KT, you know, the big box wood that has the hole in it. They could fit in there. And I also had a tree trunk hide, which was way too big when I put it on my Amazon wishlist and somebody got it for me. I have used it for really big Syrians and Syrians that just like climbing on it or stuffing so much bedding inside of it that it like somehow pushes all the bedding up, and they have like the perfect den. Like that is such a good den for Syrians. But I haven't been using it for a while because I had other hides that they appreciated more. And so I did have some hides for the guinea pigs. I want to get them better hides, and I want to get them fleece, and I want to give them, you know, like cuddle cups and little snuggle shacks. And oh my gosh, just shopping on Etsy for guinea pigs. No wonder you guys are addicted. I'm addicted. I just want to spend all my time on Etsy. I just don't have money for everything that I want, like all these different fleece designs, and oh, I'm definitely going to be getting fleece for them because right now I'm just blowing through so much paper and bedding. But let's talk about the guinea pigs. I'm sorry, I just keep getting off track and telling you where they come from. Butters had a problem when she came in. She had what the owner described as a benign cyst. He actually took her in to the vets and they diagnosed her as having a benign cyst, and if it doesn't keep growing, then it's a-okay, but if it keeps growing, it's a concern, it should be removed. But I was just not having the hair loss around there. There was just hair loss all along her back, and it was small at first, but it kept growing bigger and bigger, and she kept scratching herself, and it didn't seem right. And I decided to take her in to the vets, and I took her in with Rumble, and Rumble didn't need to be there, but we just had Rumble there for moral support, making sure Butters is comfortable. And they love Butters. Butters is just so cute. Oh my gosh. Butters gives me little licks and everything. I've never had a guinea pig lick me. I've had a guinea pig nibble at me, but then still appreciate me because I gave them treats and they were super happy, and they would always like make that announcement like, oh my gosh, treats, treats, treats. They were so happy. Every time. Anyways, that was my old pet store experience. Oh, I love those guinea pigs. But anyways, these guinea pigs, yeah. Butters is just wonderful. She licks me and I love her. And oh my God. I swear, guys, I'm not doing guinea pigs because guinea pigs, they cost a lot more than hamsters, gerbils, and mice. And the hay, you gotta take into consideration that hay price. It is hefty. And you blow through it so quickly too, especially if you have multiple. So I am so happy that like Scotty's Animals and the LA Guinea Pig Rescue, you guys are fantastic. Just shout outs to you there. And Skinny Pigs 1, you are just fantastic. And anybody else that I'm currently following that I just gone blank in my head that I follow that are guinea pig lovers, like I've followed at least Skinny Pigs for a while now just because I love seeing other care of animals, especially animals that I previously cared for myself, but I don't own because of their care. But I'm just having so much fun with these guys. But anyways, yeah, Butters. I took Butters in because her hair loss was just growing and it was concerning. And I'm like, you know what? I need to know what this is. I can't just, you know, keep them, take care of them for a while, and then just send them off to somebody who may or may not know what's going on, because I may or may not know what's going on. Because all I did was got information, a word of mouth from the previous owner that this is what they did. They didn't send me any proof. They didn't send me any documents about the vet visit, none of the diagnosis. So that to me, I can't go off of, so I have to get her checked. What they ended up doing, and this is a little bit questionable because we're still in the process of this right now, but it's questionable because of what happened. But they thought at first, you know, it doesn't look like fungal because they would be round. This is kind of spreading. She's also itching her sides, and we noticed that she had on her sides now hair loss there too. Her ears are dirty. I did discover that, and could be mites is what they said. Could be mites. They said we can either go and give her Revolution and see if that works, or we can just go ahead, jump right into sending it to the lab and all these things. And I'm like, do you think it's mites? And they're like, yeah, it could be. It definitely does have all the symptoms of mites. And I'm like, you know what? Fine, we'll do that. Even though I questioned them saying, well, Rumble looks fine. Rumble is, ears are clean, body is gorgeous, my goodness. But they didn't look at Rumble. That's the thing. It's just they only looked at Butters because it was just Butters. They didn't, you know, like take Rumble out or anything. And I understand, you know, I'm not paying for Rumble to get checked out, but at the same time, I kind of wish if they kind of pressed more about Rumble and how she looked and stuff. So I had to bring it up. But the concerning part to me is when I asked, well, if I have to treat Butters for mites, shouldn't I be treating Rumble for mites? And the assistant at the vets said, yeah, you should. But for whatever reason, they only gave me dose for Butters, not for Rumble. So that was a thing that I was supposed to call up on and say, hey, so what's going on with this? Why didn't I get one for Rumble? But I will be going back in for another reevaluation because what is happening is it doesn't seem like it's working at all. It kind of makes me feel like they knew it was gonna work, but they offered this solution to me anyways, knowing that it may or may not work. But I've had so many bad experiences with vets. I have talked to my rescue network and partners, and they have told me horrible stories of their past old vets that misdiagnosed or did something they weren't supposed to and had misinformation, and it's just awful. Vets can mess up, even though they are the voice of reason. All vets have different practices, they've had different experiences, and they preach differently too. So it's always good to get a second opinion when it comes to vets. And this is not my regular vet. My regular vet was not there seeing the guinea pigs. This was a completely different vet, and I understand this vet is also new to the establishment, so maybe that's why. Maybe just not enough time in the field yet. Anyways, I will be going back in. I will be questioning them why they didn't give me medication for Rumble, because if it's mites, it will spread, so she needs to be treated as a precaution. And I was even confirmed that by the assistant, but for whatever reason, I just didn't get it. There's that. But Rumble is completely fine. She's doing fine. She's just the finest fine, but I did discover something on Rumble. Now, Rumble's coat, perfect. Like I said, ears, perfect too. But right where her shoulder blades are in the back here, if you kind of pet her, it feels bumpy. It feels not like a lump, but it feels like a fluid-filled sac, and it's very odd. At first I was like, you know what, is this okay? Is this okay? Maybe. And at first I thought it was smaller, and now I feel like it's gone bigger. And that is a concern. Now, guinea pigs, they are known to have cosmetic imperfections, especially when they age. These guys are predicted to be 2 to 3 years old, and they actually were transported from New York City to Washington State, all the way across the United States. It's just insane where they came from. And when they came from New York, they were tiny little babies. We were told Rumble was named Rumble because it was the size of a Nintendo 64 Rumble cartridge. But I actually renamed her Rumble. I kept the word Rumble because it was another name, and I'm completely forgetting the name because it was just so not cool, I guess you could say. But Rumble also rumbles. When you pet her, when you hold her, she rumbles of her displease and disapproval. But she's still a very kind and sweet girl. She's just very skittish. She doesn't really want to interact. But she's starting to learn that, oh, you are a good person. You bring the veggies and the fruits, and oh my gosh, shopping for them. Oh, shopping for them, so much fun. Oh, I'm having so much fun with these guys. I bought so many fruits and veggies, and I was like, I'm gonna be doing exactly like what I did at my pet store, providing fruits and veggies every single morning to them and making sure they're getting their vitamin C, because they absolutely need vitamin C in their diet. People just don't understand. Rabbits, guinea pigs, even though they are hay-based diets, you need the vitamin C for guinea pigs. Otherwise, they suffer. They have diseases that are vitamin C deficient diseases. It's awful. And people just don't know. So, information for you guys there. Rabbit diets are not the same as guinea pig diets. So that is the story of Butters and Rumble as of right now. Rumble, we are going to get that lump checked out because it is not a lump and it's growing. And Butters, we are going to make sure Butters is going to look fabulous because that amount of hair loss is not okay. But another few notes, because I just remembered this because it is in the paperwork I was given and we were talking about it. There is some dental, it's not decay, but it's some dental problems. It's I want to say the bottom left or the bottom right. It might be, it's one of the bottom teeth that just needs, I believe, a little bit of filing, and it's not the front teeth, it is the back teeth. It's not a problem now, but it may be a problem in the future. So our rescue can take care of it, or we just let future adopters know, hey, this is a guinea pig that has this problem. If you down the road need it taken care of, would you be able to help this guinea pig out? People will say yay or nay. It's totally up to them. This is a minor issue. The next issue is more concerning and odd. Butters, at first, when I saw her, thought she was pregnant. Now, guinea pigs can get quite big and they can bulge out of the sides, and so I made sure that Rumbles was indeed a female. And yes, Rumbles is a female, but she has a mass in her stomach off to the right side, and even the vets felt that, and I felt that before the vets did, and the vets were like, this is not right here. We probably should take a look at this the next time you come in. So we might actually have to see what's going on there, because if it is a stillborn baby, which I don't know if that's even possible for guinea pigs, I haven't looked into it at all, but if it is, that would be super concerning and so disheartening. But I've been told that these sisters have been living together for a while, so the next thing that I'm thinking of, well, is it a tumor then? And if it is a tumor, what is it? Because we were actually handed, I believe it is Walmart low quality food, and it's low quality pellets, and I hate this food. I didn't have the right food because I didn't know if this person was going to give me like a plethora of oxbow pellets, which I was really hoping for, but this person did give me the remaining of this food. So I have oxbow now, and they're slowly transitioning to the new food, and I'm getting them on oxbow, but they have been on incorrect pellets for a while that have lackluster nutrition for them. So there could be a possibility there is some gut health issues because of their diet. So just again, guys, just kind of crossing my fingers that whatever this is, hopefully it's benign, hopefully it doesn't render their health, hopefully it doesn't make them unadoptable, because we want to get them adopted here at the rescue, and we want to do it right. So, and we want to get them to be adopted together because they came in together, they're doing okay together. So that's our introduction video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your patience. I know this was a longer video, but hey, we're talking, we're showing guinea pigs, I'm spreading the love and joy of just caring for an animal. I love caring for animals. That's why I'm doing what I do. So thank you guys so much. If you liked the video, hit like, comment down below with anything you would like to say in today's video. And if you're new here and would like to become a part of the Munchkin family, please subscribe. Thanks guys for everything, and mwah! Have a good rest of your night or day or evening. Bye-bye.